Hello guys, I'm back with another YouTube video, and today's video, as you guys can see in the title, I am in a losing streak, and guess what? This is on my funded account. So this is a bit painful, but I'm going to showcase the trade that I've taken on Friday and how I should have anticipated that trade, so you guys can get out of this video learning something new. And yeah, and just a thing that I want to mention is that I'm still not adapting to all-time high. I still don't know how to manage emotions on all-time high. So yeah, my data says that whenever we are at all-time high, I actually fuck things up. I'm in a losing streak, I lose a lot, and I don't know how to control myself because we don't have clear targets, and it's like pure gambling. So this thing, I already knew it, but I still did take trades. So let me drop you guys to the trade that I have taken. Boom. That was the trade. If we go to the M5, you can see this is the trade that I ended up taking. And you can clearly see that we were actually super bullish, but still I ended up taking the shorts because we are at all-time high. We actually don't have targets above and we have targets below, but we never know when the chop will be. So let me show you guys what I have actually did not pay attention to. Okay, so if we go to the H4, you can clearly see that market had this unfilled fair value gap on NAS 100, but on S&P we already did fill an H4 fair value gap. So this is an SMT, and if you guys can see, we had filled an H4 fair value gap, and we have tapped in into a level of demand on the H1. This is super bullish, and on the NAS 100, that's the SMT you guys can clearly see, and this is the level of demand we had on the NAS. So if we go to the M15, or we can say the M13, I had this M13 fair value gap that I needed to target. Why? Because I said to myself, we just closed above this. So we are clearly going to fill this in order to continue to the upside. And that ended up not happening. So yeah, I was anticipating the market to drop, but if you pay attention to the M5, which I did not, we have filled all the fair value gaps, all the necessary fair value gaps. This is the first one, already got filled, and this is the one that I didn't pay attention to. So if you go to the M5 or the M1, let me show you. So if you go to the M1, you can clearly see that market did not swept any liquidity. Okay, I don't even know how the fuck I drew these lines right there. I don't even know why. All I said to myself is that we had an inverse fair value gap. I waited for the close, but it never closed below. So I waited for the close and I was patient, and I said to myself, okay, we broke this low. Bro, this is not a change in the stage of delivery unless it took some liquidity behind it, and then you can have SMT with ES, then you can take the shorts. But this is clearly not fucking a change in the state of delivery. Okay? So market did pull back into this M5 fair value gap, and I said, okay, let me be impulsive and let's take this fair value gap and let's see what's gonna happen. Then I knew I'm gonna hit stop loss. The reason why, this is where you have to pay attention, and this is what you should learn. Okay, if you were patient, what you will actually do is we have 930 open right there, market pushed, retrace into the 930 open, then what we had an inverse fair value gap. Okay, so let me delete this and show you how the trade should have been taken. We had an inverse fair value gap inside an M5 fair value gap. So this is an A plus setup. And again, because we are at all-time high and we are bullish, this is A plus 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 double A 100 plus setup. You see how easy that is? But when you are live trading, you don't see all this, I promise you. So market ended up inversing this fair value gap and end up tapping me out in this fair value gap right there, temporary one, and market pulled back right there. Okay, so this is clearly should have been your entry because of the spread. If you're trading on CFD prop firms, you will ended up not getting filled right there. So you can get filled yourself right there on this fair value gap. Okay, this bullish fair value gap right there. Stop should have been right there. And for the take profit, all you can do is anticipate this high will be taken. And what is your projections? It should be this is GP2, the final GP, and this is the GP1. So on GP1, that should be 3 RR, and on GP2, that should be 5 RR. You will end up taking all your profit at 3 RR because this is the proper one. So market ended up filling you right there. Minimal drawdown straight to GP. What is your trade? This is your fucking trade, you see? So this is the trade I end up taking, and because I wasn't paying attention, I missed this one. And guess what? This ended up going all the way right there, then consolidate, then drop happily. You see how precise this is? You see how the standard deviation are actually working if you align it with your bias? So yeah, this is the trade I ended up missing. And let me guys show you the account right now. So the account right now is sitting at minus 3%. Unfortunate. But guess what? I have a goal this month. Okay, I'm not gonna say it unless I make it. And I'm still having 3 weeks left. So this week will not determine my end results. And yep, let me show you the data on MetaTrader. As you guys can see, on the first of this month, I took a loss, minus 1%. The next day, I took another loss, and on Thursday, I took another loss. So I ended up with minus 3%, and the account right now is sitting at 400. That's not 400, bro. This is 4,000, $4,800. Okay, so that was the recap of this week, the first week of the month. And let me show you the calendar. So the calendar say we are on the first week. We still have the second, third, and the fourth one. So this week, not gonna determine my end results. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. And the one thing you should take from this is if you don't have data on all-time high, do not trade it, especially if you have live funds or if you are on funded companies, because you will end up like me losing money because you never had data on all-time high. So this is the thing you should be taking in this video. We'll be actually uploading more videos in the future. Stay tuned, and yup, if you still haven't subscribed, subscribe, and see you guys on the next one.